Now, this particular building, the HVAC unit has been removed, so we're coming in here to get all this wiring out. We'll start by taking our hot stick and verifying whether this thing has voltage or not. And as you can see right here, it definitely does. So we know not to touch the wires that still got the loud voltage going to them. Taking our insulated screwdrivers here and going ahead and loosening up those terminals. We're in there tight. There we go. Now we get our lock nut broke loose over here. That way we can remove all this. Once that's done, we'll get all these brackets off the wall here. Now all we got to do is remove this wiring harness, the tube, and all that stuff. So I'm going to pull out my diagonal cutters, go ahead and snip these where they're at. That way it's just much easier to pull it out. Now, disconnected. Now, that one obviously has still got some voltage on it, but somebody did take the disconnect out. The GFCI's also got power on it. So really this needs to be disconnected in there at the breaker box because nobody obviously lives in this building. Now we got our knockout cap here. Take it, stick it in here, push it up. It locks into place. We'll make sure those holes are good and covered. Wires back in there. Stick our protective cover back in here. Get our door back on. And for now, put us a zip tie on. And then on to the next one. Now on this one, the lady called me up and basically said that she was twisting and rubbing on that knob and couldn't get her burner to go off. I said, that's generally what happens whenever you rub on a knob. It stays hot for a while. So that told me the infinite switch was obviously bad. So I went ahead and labeled all the wires on this for anybody who comes and works on it in the future and started taking apart the switch. It's like carrying a 1/4 inch wrench with me just for jobs like this. As you can obviously see, she wore that knob out because it's flexing in every direction. We got us a nice new one to put in and some labeled wires to install it properly. All I had to do was put the terminals where they go, stick the screws back in, make them nice and tight, and stick that knob on and see if she worked. Now we on to the next one. I've took down about 18 different satellite dishes. You can repurpose these for a variety of different things. Take a ton of them and do what they call a death ray, which is basically you put some reflective mirror style tape on the dish itself after you clean it up, and you can direct that heat and energy wherever you want it at. Somebody had a bunch of these junk dishes, poles, you know, they could do something like that, but I think making parabolic mics out of them is probably the best thing you could do. But hey, salvage. Nuts and bolts cost you a fortune. If you just strip down little things like this and take this stuff to the scrapyard, add up to money. Pennies add up to money. Remember that. And any of the good cable here, I can test it, and if it's good, I sell it to somebody. We got us some Bosch made in Germany. That's what I'm talking about. That made in China crap, don't buy it. You see made in Germany on it, go for it. We use our old Skeel hammer drill today, and we're putting us up a rail. Yeah. Don't you look at that, we got us an anthill going on. Now we hammer in our anchors. Get our new handrail positioned in place and then install our fasteners. Got our Knipex Cobras to tighten this one up. Tightening this one down with a ratchet. Sturdier than the Democratic Party right there.